8 o'clock. The warden will be given directive by the Attorney General for the state of Tennessee to commence with the execution.
In 21 hours, death row inmate from Knox County, Billy Ray Irick, is set to die. The Knox County man was convicted in the 1985 rape and murder of 7-year-old Paula Dyer. Irick has been on death row for about 30 years. He has exhausted almost all of his appeals, and unless the U.S. Supreme Court intervenes tomorrow, he is set to die at 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
Again, he is in his final hours, and we looked into how he will spend the last day of his life tonight. WBIR 10 News reporter Shannon Smith spoke with a local lawyer for some answers. Shannon?
John, Robin, Irick is on death watch right now. He has been since Monday. He's in a special cell next to the execution chambers, and he's got what can be a busy 21 hours ahead of him. In his remaining hours, Irick resides in a cell just like this one at the Riverbend Maximum Security Institution. It's closer to the execution chambers and more private.
It is contained. There is a shower and a sink and a toilet and a desk. Access immediately right outside to a phone.
Knoxville attorney Don Bosch has worked on death row cases in the past. He says the last day leading up to an execution is busy for everyone involved, especially in Irick's case, where a petition to stop the execution is still pending.
They are working very furiously to review the same to determine whether they will grant a stay or deny a stay.
That order to stop the execution can come up to the very last minute. Until then, Irick is allowed to see visitors in prison.
Irick is going to have access, should he want it, to pastoral care, to family.
He also may be preparing his final words, and he put in a request for his last meal. Irick chose a super deluxe combo from an unnamed restaurant, a burger, onion rings, and a Pepsi.
They will start preparing him probably about 90 minutes before.
Preparation for a lethal injection means hooking up IV tubes. Then he'll be brought into the chamber, and witnesses are escorted in to view the execution. If there's no delay, he's set to die at 8 p.m.
After the coroner pronounces the defendant dead, and there will be an autopsy done, the body will then be released to the family for proper burial.
Irick is under constant surveillance by guards while on death watch. This is to make sure nothing happens medically or psychologically to Irick that could delay his execution. Robin, John.
All right, Shannon, thank you very much. And right now, 61 people are on Tennessee's death row. That does include Irick. 16 are from East Tennessee. The lone female, Krista Gale Pike, is from Knox County. She was convicted for the brutal murder of fellow Job Corps student Colleen Slimmer. The person who's been on death row the longest is also from Knox County. David Miller has been on death row since 1982 for murdering a mentally disabled woman.
The last person from Knox County to be executed was William Tynes. He was convicted of raping a woman in Roane County. He was put to death by the electric chair on November 7th, 1960. Tynes was 37 years old. Irick, again, set to die at the Riverbend Maximum Security Institution in Nashville. 10 News will have a witness in the room and will bring you live coverage throughout the night.